guys, and welcome to Vlogtober day 20. Can you believe we have been doing this for 20 days? That's crazy. We are about to start a new book. Let me roll these down because I was outside working out, so you know. But we are starting Don't Cry for Me by Daniel Black. This was on the long list for Book of the Year, and it might be on the short list as well. I don't remember, but I will check on that later. And it is quite short. Did I say who it's by? It's by Daniel Black, and I love this cover. I love the like warm colors. It's a very beautiful and well done cover. And let's see if we spread it out. That would be just such a great art print. Now let me tell y'all what this is about. So as Jacob lies dying, he begins to write a letter to his only son Isaac. They have not met or spoken in many years, and there are things that Isaac must know. Stories about his ancestral legacy in rural Arkansas that extends back to slavery. Secrets from Jacob's tumultuous relationship with Isaac's mother, and shame he carries from the dissolution of their family. Tragedies that inform Jacob's role as a father and his reaction to Isaac's being gay. But most of all, Jacob must share with Isaac the unspoken truths that reside in his heart. He must give voice to the trauma that Isaac has inherited, and he must create a space for the two to find peace. I love family tales, and especially when ancestry is involved, and then being an American or Southern American setting. I never know how to say that because I don't mean South America. I mean like the southeast region of the United States. That setting, because that's where I live. I don't live in Arkansas. I have been to Arkansas. I drove through once and it was like really smoky, and yeah, that's irrelevant, but I went there. The people there were very nice at the Welcome Center. But I'm starting on page 1. Obviously, yesterday we ended up reading 108 pages to let y'all know because y'all want to have known that. But yeah, I'm gonna read. I read 50 pages in that sitting because apparently I have no chill. This starts out with the author's note. Usually we see author's notes being after the story instead of before. So a lot of this is inspired by Daniel Black's own relationship with his father. And I think that's really interesting to be at the point of writing something fictional about something that happened to yourself. I just always find that interesting how people can do that. I think that's probably something very therapeutic as well. So we start out with that, and that was very like beautifully written. I was like, oh my gosh, the author's note's this good. Like I'm wanting to annotate the author's note. Never have wanted to do that, but that one made me want to. And then we get to the actual story. So everything I've read so far is at the point of view of the father. And it's the father basically telling his life story to his son. And their letters, their letters, or it's all one letter, but he's writing it on different days. So it's all letter format so far, and I can't wait to see if we're going to get, I assume we're going to get the son's response. Like it should be really interesting just to see what the son, his reaction to all of this is. But yes, this man can write. The writing is great, and it's obviously very easy to read, as I read 51 pages in that sitting. I can't wait to see where this goes. I think having read some nonfiction, like The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, those were Black people living in the American South in the same time period, 1940s, 1950s, that kind of thing, to have a nonfiction perspective and then have a fiction perspective as well. Just out of things I've read recently. I am enjoying this so far. Really, really good. And it is not on the long list for the book of the year, to let y'all know. And that's for book of the month. I've read 2 of the books on there, and I do plan to read the other ones that I have. I don't remember the exact number that are on there, but I'm still reading all the books I have on the long list as well, just because that's what I want to do. But I am going to order a pizza. Yes. I got to 34% of the way in here, which is 105 pages. So obviously I am very much enjoying it. Definitely 5-star potential. So I don't know if I said earlier when I was talking about the writing, but it's very emotional. You can feel the emotions that the father, Jacob, is feeling as he's writing these letters to his son. Just very emotional. I know I keep saying it, but it's true. And it's a lot of times he talks about how he doesn't really see himself as an intelligent person, or that he sees other people being more intelligent than him because they had more schooling or whatever. But by his writing of these letters, I think he is way more intelligent than he lets on. But I think that's a lot of times people feel less than they actually are. I think that's part of being human, whether it be looks, intelligence, a lot of things that can be in. But yes, very much enjoying it. I do really want to know what happens next, because we do know that the parents, Jacob and then the wife, Rachel, are divorced. So I want to know where she is now and all of that. And then I want to know Isaac's reaction to this letter. And then I want to know what his relationship is like with his mother, since it seems like the relationship with his father is very strained. I think it will all be interesting how all of that plays out. But that is all for that for the day. I can't believe I read 34% of it in over 100 pages. So we probably won't get to Na's Story 2 today. Maybe. I'm at 50%. So I feel like I should read some more of it. So realistically I should finish in 10 days, and there are 11 days left of the month. So yeah, I am going to read that because I want to finish it before October ends. But there's my 7 o'clock hour update. I am just going to do more window shopping on Free People, which that is a website where I can't afford. Like, I have like 2 pairs of pants from there, but that place is so expensive. And then obviously now how everything is more expensive, it's like, no, but I can window shop. I can look at outfits, be inspired to buy pieces that are cheaper. That's what's fun about window shopping. And window shopping is not a term used everywhere. Like, one of my Australian friends did not know what I was talking about when I said window shopping. Like, they thought I meant shopping for windows, and I was like, no. Like, I don't need windows. But yeah, I'll check in with y'all later. After some just time scrolling through the internet, you know, it is time to read again. And here, the Only Good Indians, we will be starting on page 105. So I'm usually reading about 20 pages in a sitting in this, just because the length of the chapters, it's just where I'm getting with it. But I will update y'all once I finish reading this for the day. I got to 42% in here, which is 26 pages read, and kind of like the end of that part. You go into Sweat Lodge Massacre next, and honestly, I am shocked. Like, my jaw was dropping. Yeah, I was not expecting any of that. It was grotesque, but like, reading it, I'm fine. I'm like, it's fiction, I don't care. Like, yeah, so, but definitely do look into that for like brutal slasher kind of thing, because that will definitely make some people uncomfortable. But I didn't think it would go there. We just have our character. He's super paranoid about everyone around him, thinking that they were something that they weren't, but isn't that what being paranoid is? So I'm curious if we're going to see each of these friends. It says follows 4 American Indian men after a disturbing event from their youth. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a part for like each man, and that's what we're going to be doing. Not sure. But I will be getting into Na's Story 2 tonight. I talked about why earlier, even though I've already read like 131 pages today. And this I'm going to be starting on page 369. Let me put that in there. I'm probably reading about 30 to 40 pages. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you made it all the way through, leave a deer emoji in the comments below. And as always, comment, rate, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell to be notified when all my videos go live. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!